All right. We are live. We're live. We're live. I have two dynamic guests here on the Hoffa Network today. One right now that I'm going to introduce is none other than the top ranking distributor in the whole Inspire network, right? He's actually been grinding since day one and actually teaching his people how to grind as well. He actually taught me a thing or two about getting out there and grinding too. So I definitely, one person I definitely look up to in the industry as well as you should too. So I want to bring out none other than the visionary himself, Mr. Derek Brown.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for that introduction, Mr. Godfrey. And he said some nice things about me, but ladies and gentlemen, I got to let you know that Mr. Godfrey is a consummate leader in every sense of the word. As a matter of fact, he's our in-house internet guru, and he's responsible for putting this platform together. So I definitely want to tip my hat to you tonight, Mr. Godfrey, founder of the Hoffa Network. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have the distinct pleasure to introduce a gentleman who is not only a friend of mine and a mentor, but this gentleman is a legend in this industry. Now, those of you who are new, I want to give you all a special welcome. Definitely want to welcome all of our Inspire Nation members as well. But be sure to grab pen and pad. I've got my pen ready. You want to take copious notes tonight, Inspire Nation. Now, also, I want to mention that if you're watching this live, if you're a guest, or if you're watching it later, the recording, you'll see a green button that says get started, a yellow one that says try product. At any time, you can hit that button and literally become a part of what you're about to experience in reference to this awesome special edition of our Inspire Network and League of Legends training tonight. So I have the distinct pleasure to introduce our Director of Training and Field Development. This gentleman knows 100% of the facts that it takes to be successful, not just in this industry, but in business in general. And I'm sure you would agree that today we need a broad scope of how to be successful in the business realm. He is positioned himself to make a ton of money. He's already a seven-figure earner in the business realm and in our industry as well. But what I love about this gentleman most is that he's down to earth. He loves having fun, loves helping people reach their goals. And that's why he's taken time to expound and give us some training and some knowledge tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring to the stage none other than our Director of Training and Field Development, Mr. Crump.
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing tonight, man?
All right, doing great, sir. Doing great.
Well, first of all, man, thank you for Dante as well. My God, y'all have been just backstage just now, just hearing us go at it. Y'all definitely would have caught some nuggets, had some fun. I have fun with these guys, and as always, I'm thankful for Dante. Just a gentleman like Mr. Brown said, he's a genius, and just there's no other way to put it in terms of his skill set in reference to the internet marketing. He's somebody we look to, guys, because we love to see what his next move is on things that he's doing. And he's always innovative and creative. And I just love people like that figure out how to make things happen. And once again, as always, what can you say about big bad downtown Derek Brown? This guy here is just, he's the real deal, man. I mean, when you look at this industry, sometimes people may be good at the business, but they're horrible at being a person. This man has mastered it all, has a great sense of humor, someone, like I said, I've grown to have a friendship with outside of business, him and his lovely fiancee, Brandy. And I'm thankful for him. And I'm thankful for the fact that this man has placed this vision with us here with Inspire. Guys, I want to get going on today. I want to go a little in depth and talk about some things in terms of what you want to look for and how you identify what it is that you do and how you do it in this industry. One of the things you guys have always heard me say, it's never money that you're after, it's a mindset. I've always said that to you guys. It's never money that you're after. And when people learn to really, really align their business with that type of thinking, I promise things will change for you in reference to how you succeed and how you move forward. Because one thing a business can't do, I actually talked to two powerful women in our company today. We did a conference call. And I want to say to you guys, myself, Mr. Coleman, we were on the call with these ladies. They're about to just explode some things with women all over the country, you know, just female leaders, who decided, you know what, enough is enough. I'm tired of seeing you, Mr. Crump. I'm tired of seeing Mr. Coleman. I'm tired of looking at Derek Brown. Yeah, your name came up, Derek. They were like, we got to stand up as women. So they got some moves that they're preparing to make. But one of the things that I told them was, as they were telling me everything they're preparing to do and what they've been doing with people and how they've been helping, and I was just listening, and I started laughing. And they were like, you know, what you laughing for, Mr. Crump? I said, no, I'm laughing because I love y'all heart on where you at. But let me tell you something. For you to get exponential growth, notice what I'm saying, exponential growth is going to take a system to build your business for you for that to happen. That's very key that you guys understand what I'm telling you. It's literally going to have to take a system to build the business for you. Because for me personally, one of the things that I realized is there's not a successful business out there. I'm talking about in the world that has been successful without having an infrastructure or a system or a way that it goes about doing what it does in order to take its business to the next level or to produce the results that the company or the entity is actually looking for. Here's what I want to say to you guys and what I want to share. One of the things that I want you guys to truly, truly understand about what I'm going to share on tonight. I'm going to give you some things I want you to really begin to look for and identify with people that you are associated with, or the people that you're looking to partner with. This is going to be very, very key for your success moving forward. Because when you don't know what to look for or what to go after or who to identify, it makes your job that much challenging. That much challenging. So we want to turn that learning curve. And I'm gonna give you some factors. I'm gonna give you some things, some evidence, as always, on what we're talking about. Many of you guys, y'all have had a chance to see a training, and it was a PowerPoint training that I did. And it's called What Claim is Attached to Your Name. I don't know if some of you all remember that. I did it in Atlanta probably about a year ago. And the title of that training was What Claim was Attached to Your Name. And what I did in that training was I really let people see mindsets. I let them see the mindset they may have and the mindset of the individuals that they're going after. And I mean, literally, there were some people that came up to me in tears after it was over, Dante. They literally came in tears and they were like, you know, I didn't know that that was my mindset. I thought I was in this place, but I discovered I'm really in this place because you don't understand the thought process that you really need to possess, and specifically about being successful in this space. But here's what I want you guys to understand. Business principles don't change. It doesn't matter what space you're in. Business principles never change. It's the same for Apple. It's the same for Walmart, Coca-Cola, coal industries. It's the exact same for you. It's the exact same principles that you must use to succeed. Here's the first thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about three main points on tonight. As you're building your business, there are three types of people that's going to come along throughout this entire journey. I promise you. Listen what I'm telling you. The first phase of individuals is going to be the most challenging part of what you have to do. And the first group of individuals that you're going to partner with, especially when a company is in its formulation stage, is the visionaries. That's the first group. The first group is going to be your visionaries. Very, very important that you understand how to identify these people. Now, here's the challenge with the first phase and building the right type of people. Guys, your visionaries, they're hard to come by. I want you to get ready for that. They're hard to come by, and it's not going to be easy identifying these individuals. You got to really implement Pareto's law into your business. For you guys that don't know what Pareto's law is, literally the 80-20 rule. But guess what you got to do? The 80-20 rule, you got to almost cut it down to 25% to be almost the 5% rule. So you got to do enough activity to where you will literally be able to attract pretty much 25%. So for example, Jock T. Morris and I was talking on Friday night. He asked me a question. He says, if you was able to build the business, when you launched, what you would have done? I said, well, Jack, first thing I would have done, I would have personally enrolled 100 people. That's the first thing I would have done. He was asking me why 100. I said, because I already know that the majority of the people are going to quit. And out of that 100, now watch my mindset. Out of that 100, I literally would have only been looking to get my hands on 5 to 7 people out of 100. That's number one. I want you to understand that. You know why? Because I understand the circle for visionaries is a lot smaller. I say now, Jock, moving forward, what I would have done is I would have begun to build through those 5 to 7 people. I would have begun to do what's called driving depth. Some people call it tap rooting. Whichever way you want to word it, I would have begun to build in their organizations. But watch this. But I would have also slowly still been personally recruiting myself. That's the way immediately I would have structured my launch. The reason why this is very important in what I'm sharing with you, because I would have known that I need visionaries to be a part of this first phase of what we're building with me. Visionaries are these individuals that can already see from the minute they lay their eyes on a concept immediately where it's going. Guys, if you got somebody that you have to talk to about this concept more than 10, 15 minutes, automatically, here's what I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you they're not the right person for the business. They may be in our second phase or our third phase that we're going to talk about, but they're definitely not a visionary. That's a fact. Guys, a visionary can immediately see something. In fact, I want y'all to notice this. Some of you guys probably have sit down and you had business meetings with some businessmen or women, or even some professionals in this industry. And when you sat down with them, the conversation had to be very fast. Let me tell you why. Because visionaries like you to get to it immediately. The reason why this is important for them, because I need to grab the concept and see where it's going up front right now, immediately. You don't have to take long to talk to me. That's why even with myself, my wife especially, she's got to tell me, slow down. The reason why she's got to tell me slow down, when I'm talking to people, you got to get to it with me. I can't, it's hard for me to be on a phone or in a conversation with someone and then guys, they're dragging along, they're talking. Let me show you why. I'm a visionary. Give it to me straight so we can hit it. I can see it, what you're trying to tell me, fill in the gaps, we move on. We got it. You know, did a call right before I got on this call, okay? And one of the things that visionaries can also do, I want you to stay with me about visionaries. They also know how to paint the picture for other people who may be challenges, because that's how most visionaries build their business. You ready for this? Through the law of buy-in, 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. If you've never read that book by John C. Maxwell, you need to go get it. And I need you to study the chapter on the law of buy-in, B-U-Y-I-N, the law of buy-in, John C. Maxwell, 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. Let me tell you why this is so important, the law of buy-in. There's nothing like a leader that can build their business or their cause through vision. Nothing like it. You don't sound like a salesman. You don't sound like you're recruiting. You don't sound like any of those things, because you're building the business with vision. Right before I got on this call, a young lady put me on a three-way call. Very, very influential, high-powered young lady she had me on the phone with. I mean, guys, got a database out of this world. One of the things I share with the lady, I want you to watch this move. I'm saying vision. I'm already knowing she's busy. She's already making money. She don't need no money. She don't need Inspired to Survive. So now this is already a visionary. I got to talk straight vision with her. I can't get in no other lane. Here's exactly what I said to her. I started the conversation off, Mr. Brown, and I said this. I said, first of all, let's get this straight. I already know you got a powerful database that you're sitting on. And I understand you guys want to collaborate to do an event. But here's the first thing I want to start with. You're not going to make no phone calls. She started laughing. Immediately, she started laughing like, yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm too busy. I got too much going on. I said, exactly. I said, what we're going to do is, in terms of this event, because of who you are, I says, we're going to get someone that's going to make your phone calls for you and invite to this event. Oh, you mean to tell me I'm not going to have to do any work? No, because here's what we're going to do. These people we already know going to follow you. We see the evidence. It's obvious that they're going to follow you on whatever you say to do, where you tell them to be. I said, so what we're going to do is going to get them out. We're going to do a very, very professional event for them, right? We're going to immediately get them out of there, and there's going to be two things that's going to happen. They're going to become customers or they're going to be distributors. Watch this, vision. I says, but you are a digital media guru. Digital media is your platform. I says, now what we're going to do is we're going to take offline building and we're going to take online building, your expertise. We're going to take my expertise and we're going to marry the two for you. So where I already know you got a challenge, I'm going to already strengthen you over here. And then now what we're going to do is take where we're challenged from a digital arena. You got a lane you're in by yourself, and we're going to marry both worlds to where it's going to be an instant success. Mr. Brown, bam, I got it. I got it. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Here's my point. The young lady that put on the phone, she couldn't get her to move. See, the point I'm trying to get you to understand, the reason why she couldn't get her to move, because she ain't present no vision to her. You gotta give visionaries a vision to follow. You got to get them something that they can see immediately. And watch this, guys. Understand it. And every last piece of the puzzle got to make sense. See, sometimes when you talking vision, that's totally different from selling. That's totally different from selling. See, here's some of the things you guys don't know. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to share this with you guys. There's been some products that my partners and I looked at and they wanted to consider introducing. It's good stuff y'all don't even know about. None of y'all know anything about, haven't heard about it, just stuff we've looked into. One of the key things that stopped me personally from endorsing it or wanting to move forward with the product is because of this reason, Dante. I couldn't see the vision. I couldn't see where's the. Now, I want you to hear what I'm about to say, Mr. Brown. I could have sold the product, but I couldn't see the vision with the product. That's two different things. You can make a sale, but do you have enough skills to learn how to present a vision? See, when you present a vision, guys, you're going to attract more visionaries, which leads to exponential growth. That's where you want to be. When you begin to get in the exponential growth arena, here's when you're going to know when you're in the exponential growth arena. When your business is building without you, when your check is going up and you're not doing as much work. That's when you're dealing with exponential growth. Because guess what it's saying? Your business is clicking on all cylinders. Watch this, because of the system. See, I want you guys to understand where I've gotten with this company right now. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm having a time of my life. Let me tell you why I'm having a time of my life. Because my job has gotten so much easier as I'm moving forward. Because here's what I don't do. I'm not going to sit there all day, every day, trying to teach, show, present to you, get you to understand the comp plan, how to do a demo. I'm not going to do that. When you're calling me, asking me, hey, how do I get paid? Just like, I'm going to give you an example. The young lady I was on the phone with. Yeah, so how would I get paid? Hey, listen, there's a link I'm about to send to you, the blueprint video. I said, I want you to watch that. Now, here's what I want you to do. When you watch that video, it's going to answer 95% of your questions. Any questions you have, I'll just fill in the gap for you. But all the work is going to be done. Why am I doing that? because now I'm showing this young lady, number one, what you need to do moving forward. But then what it's doing for me is the system is doing the heavy lifting for me. Guys, there's a young man just coming to the company. He's on fire. You know, already in a few days, less than a week, him and his team and grew up 30 plus people. You know, they're rocking and rolling. One of the things in the beginning, because number one, he's been involved in the direct sales industry. So as he's coming to me, guys, he's like, hey, listen, I need you to break the comp plan down to me. I need you to share the comp plan. I says, I need you to look at the blueprint video. So he comes back. He's saying some stuff a few days later. He's talking. I'm listening to him. I said, you didn't look at the video. Yeah, but it's an hour and 15 minutes long. I said, it's an hour and 15 minutes long for a reason. I said, it was intentional. I said, you need to look at the video. He looks at the video. He got it. He understands. He immediately sends the video to another guy that's in direct sales. Immediately, the guy's telling him, I'm in. Tell me what I need to do. What's next? Here's my point. He understanding now, I see what you're saying in reference to the business working for me versus me always working for the business. See, guys, I want you to understand something. All of this is entailed in vision and when you're connecting with visionaries. Visionaries want to be able to build, work, and do everything they're going to do through the channel of vision. They don't want to be salesmen. They don't want to sell. See, you got to understand, you having a person selling and recruiting is totally vision. It's totally different from a person who's casting vision. That's two separate entities. You're teaching people to be a great salesman. See, there's a whole another training. The difference between recruiting and building. That's two different things. You got a lot of people that know how to recruit, they don't know how to build. They just don't. They can put people in fast, but as fast as they come in, they're going out the back door. They don't know how to build. They don't know how to have a consistent pace on how to implement systems and infrastructures to get things moving forward. Guys, the reason why this is important, I'm telling you this. The reason why I want you to learn how to understand how to cast vision is because at the stage that you have, hear me, if you don't hear nothing else I say on this training, you got to get this part. If most of the people you're bringing to the table are not visionaries, they're not going to stick. They're not going to stay. I don't care what you show them, what you say to them. You think your check going to keep them. Well, look at the check I have. Vision for the stage that we're in. Always remember, it takes visionaries to take things to the next level in any company on the planet when the company is in formulation. Meaning when the company is in its beginning stages. It has to be built through visionaries. The foundation have to be established on visionaries. Most of you guys, what you tend to do is you grab bodies. Listen to me, you're going to do it anyway because you're going to do what you want to do. And what's going to happen is this training is going to reign true to you 5, 10 years from now if you're still around. I see what he's saying now. It's making sense to me. See, for me, guys, let me tell you how I know this. I'm gonna validate it for you. When I came into the industry at first, y'all know the story. First 40 people told me no. I was 0 for 40. I couldn't sign nobody up into nothing. When I began to get my rhythm and my groove, I was a phenomenal recruiter. I couldn't build my way out of a paper bag. I couldn't build that off. I knew how to put people in. I didn't know nothing about maintaining them. I knew nothing of systems. So I knew how to always be recruiting individuals. Then I started realizing, hold on, man. These people are not maintaining by me recruiting them. Then I started learning how to cast vision. I started learning how to build through vision, where something is going, how something going to immediately impact you now. Where is this a legacy play for who you are and your name, for who you've been, what you've been able to do in your traditional life? Here's my point and what I'm trying to show you. when I began to learn how to cast vision, number one, everything became easier for me. My conversations were very easy. It was easier to sign somebody up when I was having 5-minute vision conversations versus me doing 45 minutes, an hour, slam dunk PowerPoints, blowing everybody's mind. And I started realizing, hold on, man, it's the vision that's keeping the type of people that we need to go to the next level. I started making more money. We started building faster. Our organizations started growing at an exponential rate. Here's my point. Because I started understanding, oh, wow, I got it. The mind. These people are attracted to the vision. You're showing them where something is going, and they're feeling like it's something in it for them versus strictly something that's benefiting you. Because you need the bonus, because you need to pay some bills, you need some cash. You're reeking of desperation. They smell it, they see it. When you got the calmness and you're able to share the vision, most people don't ever want you to walk out that door without them collaborating with you guys. I promise you this. I'm serious when I tell you guys this. There's very few people I sit down with, very few, that don't get involved. Very few. And here's the thing I want to tell you. And the conversations are very short. They are very short conversations. I don't have you there for a long time because there's no need to be. You know why? Because if you can't buy into the vision, here's what I want you guys to hear and be a visionary with me. I need you to hear where I'm going with this. It tells me up front immediately not to put no more time and efforts in that person because the chances are they won't survive. The odds are already against them. So now they just increase their odds of failing because this person can't even see the vision as you're painting it for them on where it's going. A visionary is immediately going to connect with something. Give us an example, Damon. Give us an example for us. No problem. If I'm sitting down with Dante, with Derek Brown, I want you to think about this. It's $35 once a year to become a distributor with Inspire Network. And I'm sitting in front of these guys and I'm showing them a $50 million vision. $50 million. Here's my question. If I got to ask them when I get finished, do they want to sign up? They're the wrong person. I mean, literally, what's been happening with me lately as I've been going around, this is what I've been doing. Demo, $50 million vision. That's all I've been doing. Because let me show you how the vision encompasses everything in terms of the comp plan. The resource tab is the resource library is the first slide that I show in the $50 million vision. Guess what's back there? The blueprint training. So they can see a video on the comp plan. Guess what's back there? A training on the back office. Guess what's back there? The 3-step system. So watch this. That one slide covers all that for me. So what I'm trying to tell you is when I'm telling you it costs $35 per year and I just showed you a roadmap to 50 million, here's my point. If I got to ask you to get involved with me, then you're not the right person I'm looking for. You know what most people have been doing, Dante? Most people have been doing, Mr. Brown? They have been literally stopping me and say, can you put me in now? Tell me what I need to do next. Tell me, listen, I got it. Guess what that's telling me? They don't even understand, Mr. Brown. I'm testing them the whole time. I'm seeing if that's going to be your reaction, because if you got to pull someone in, if you got to keep calling them, you got to keep begging them to come to the event. Guys, I don't think that's your visionaries. That's going to be a challenging situation for you to try to build with individuals that's not visionaries. That's rough, guys. That's a rough build. And I'm explaining this to you because I want you to grab this as you begin to move forward. Let's look at the second phase. What the second group of people going to look like, Mr. Crump? Once you get to the visionaries and those individuals now who don't mind going through the mud. They don't mind going through the turbulence. They love that part. In fact, before I go to the next phase, Dante, if I be totally honest with you, my wife will tell you, I wanted a company that was in the formulation stage. I wanted a company that was going through some challenges. I wanted a company that had some issues. That was important to me. Let me tell you why it was important to me. Because being a visionary, I knew that to make the mark that I wanted to make in this industry, I had to find a company that was in the formulation stage. Listen, it wasn't going to work for me for what my goals were to have a company that was already up, rocking and rolling. They already had all of their leadership cemented. They already had everything going, because I'm already knowing that's not really where all the money is made. The money is made when you can find or identify a company that's in the formulation stage, the stage where everything is ugly. It's not all coming together yet. It's like baking a cake. Nobody's excited and nobody wants to put the ice cream on top of a bowl when you have your eggs you just put in a bowl, you got your flour, you got your cake mix, you got your nutmeg, your cinnamon, whatever you're doing to flavor the cake before you bake it. That's not when you put your ice cream on it when you're mixing the ingredients. You put your ice cream on the cake once the cake has went through the oven and been baked. Now, this is when you want to enjoy the final product. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you guys, I want to be in the kitchen when you still, putting a little sugar on the batter and you still cracking the eggs. I want to be there before the actual cake get in the oven. That's exactly what I needed, guys. That's the type of company I was looking for. You know why? Because I had a vision for my life. I had a vision of what I know can happen in this industry, and I wasn't willing to compromise till I found the right vehicle that can take me there and get me there. It was very, very important that I was able to find and see. I want you to hear this. A situation that was in formulation. I needed that. I had to have that. It had to be something that wasn't up and running. I knew it was out there. Everything I was seeing was already flowing. I didn't want to do that. I needed something that was going to work. That was that ugly duckling that I could create to be a beautiful swan. Let's talk about the second phase. Here's the second type of individuals you may run across. Now, this may be more of the speed of the individuals that you may be experiencing. Guys, you're going to have individuals that's going to come, they're called explorers. You got your visionaries and you have explorers. Now, the explorers, here's what they're going to do. They want to come when everything is smoothing out. It's a little easier. I ain't going through nothing tough. That ain't going to happen. When things are kind of coming together, all right, I see you making $5,000. I see you making $7,000. I see you making 10. Okay, I see y'all systems are working. Okay, you're placing your orders. Everything is going. That's when your explorers come on the scene. And they simply want to just be able to come in and, I want to make a little something. No, I'm not a visionary. I couldn't see where you was going before. They come a little later in the picture once everything is shaping up. Like, for example, let me show you some of the explorers. When the Kathy Ireland piece came out, many of you guys don't know this. When the Kathy Ireland piece came out, people start seeing it all over social media. Oh, these guys rocking and rolling. Even myself personally, guess what happened? The company, as well as many of us, start getting phone calls. I want to reinstate my position. I want to see what I got to do to place an order. I want to become active again. Explorers. See, in other words, I'm not willing to go through no pain or division. And here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing wrong with these people. I'm telling you what you need to be looking for so you can identify in your mind. Here's what you can say to yourself, that person is a visionary. No, this person is an explorer. Some people, I've said this, I'm on record saying this. Some people need to come back to inspire a year or two from now. They don't need to be with us right now. Guys, you got to realize you got to be made of something special to be with us right now. You need people that they got to come back 2-3 years from now, where it's a little easier because now their threshold of endurance and pain is a little less than your visionaries. See, guys, I got a high threshold. I got a very, very high threshold for risk. I do. I just do. I got a very high threshold for risk. One of the things for me with some of my friends, I don't play anymore, but guys, I used to play poker. I used to play poker with some of my friends, and my nickname at the poker table was the suicide bomber. They used to call me the suicide bomber. Let me tell you why. Because on every hand, I pretty much wanted to go all in. I don't want to play for some chips. I don't want to take either. Here was my philosophy. Either you gonna wipe me out or I'm wiping you out. Plain and simple. I don't want to sit here all day and I got to take 5 of your chips. I got to take 10 of your chips. I got to take 12. No, guys, I want it all from you immediately. So there was times I was bluffing. They would catch me. There was times I had the good hands and I really won. So they just didn't know what to do with me because I always had them off balance because my threshold was so high for risk. I'm understanding that, listen, for you to go after and get what you want to get, there's going to be some risk along the way. That's a part of the process. I don't understand how people think they can take things to the next level and there's just no pain, no risk, no nothing that they have to endure to get to where they want to go. I don't get that part of me. It's like you saying, I want to live life for the rest of my days. And I don't ever want to see any rain. I want it to just be sunshine for the next 100 years. Man, we all probably have died or starve. We'll dehydrate and it'll be bad because here's what I'm trying to say. You need the balance. You need the mixture. The same thing applies with business. Guys, for you to go to the level you desire to go to, for example, let me say this to some of you all. For you to make it to star, it's going to bring you to a place that's uncomfortable in your mind. How you know that, Damon? You ready for this? Because you've never made it to star. Some of you guys, you've never made a rank since you've been in direct sales. So it's going to seem uncomfortable to you for what it is you have to do to take it to the next level. Speaking of that, I'm just going to divert for a second. I just want to get off track for a second. Speaking of that, I want to just tell the people that's listening on this call on tonight. Y'all need to come to this leadership retreat ready. Let me show you why I'm saying ready. And I'm telling you this for a reason. Y'all going to say when you get there, you're not going to understand what I'm telling you now. You're going to think I'm trying to hype you up. And I'm serious. You are. But watch this. You guys need to come to the leadership retreat ready. Let me tell you why I'm telling you need to be ready. It's some stuff that's going to happen that's going to be outside the box. And it's going to shock a lot of people's system. Like your system is literally going to be shocked. I promise you. It's going to catch a lot of people off guard. You're going to be caught off guard. And you're going to be like, oh, hold on. Whoa there. So here's what I'm telling you. I'm just giving you one little hint. Be ready. You hear me saying it, and you're going to understand. For those that's going to be sitting in the room, y'all going to understand. There you go. That's what I need to see, Mr. Brown. I need you ready because here's what y'all going to understand. You're going to say, I see what he was saying. And when I tell you, it's going to be interactive on a whole nother level. You've never saw anything like this. And when you see this, man, Dante, Mr. Brown, Y'all gonna be like, whoa. So everybody there, watch, and here's where I'm going. They're gonna be off balance for the entire time. Because you ain't gonna know what's coming. You ain't gonna know what's coming, and you're not gonna know when it's coming. So I'm gonna say it again. Be ready. Now, back to the training. Guys, some people are gonna be explorers. They don't have a high threshold. They don't have a strong vision. And you got to understand when you meet these type of individuals, and it's going back to my original point. It's never money that you're after. It's a mindset. It's a thought process that a person has, and that's where you spend your energy. I want you to look at this. I want you to pay attention to what's going on. Dante and Mr. Brown, this is my second time being on this webinar, probably within the last 2 weeks. I'm going to identify something for you. The reason why I didn't have a problem getting back on the webinar was because both of these men are visionaries. Do you think this is the only call that I got to be on somebody's conference call, to be on their webinar, to come do their meeting? No, guys. Here's what I'm trying to get you guys to see. When y'all see Damon Crump, some of these events that's on the Inspired Network page and some of the stuff that I do, it's because I'm working with visionaries. It's people that I'm identifying, you know what? We could get the job done through them. This is a great channel to work through. See, guys, when Derek Brown called, I listened. You know why? He's a visionary. He can see where it's going. Some people that's explorers, I'll get to you when time permits. Because I'm already knowing you got your toe in the water. You're not all in, which is fine with me. But if your toe gonna be in the water, then mine need to be in the water with you as well. Because I don't ever want to be at the table with more at risk than you for something that's mutually going to benefit you as well. I want to have somebody that's saying, you know what? I mean, this is with you as much as you are with me. That's explorers. And our last group that's coming to the table are benefactors. Benefactors. Guess what, guys? It's easy street for them. Oh, it's jackpot. It's already, you in momentum. You get, see, here's the thing. Once you get in momentum, you don't have no problem attracting anybody. Because now so much heat is around the name of the company. So much heat is around the product. So now your benefactors, they come in and they get to ride the wave. But this part is very deceptive to many benefactors. Let me tell you why. Because they think they're a lot better than they really are. See, you fooled by the momentum. So you think you really built the business and the momentum did. Because when the business had to be built, you was nowhere around. You couldn't be found. I'm talking about when it was time to build the business. Everybody wants to come to benefactors. So then you listen to what I'm about to tell you. You're going to have it where you're going to have people going star in one day. You're going to have people going megastar in 1 week. You're going to have people going diamond in their first 28 days. You know why? Because they're benefactors. How do you know this, Damon? How did you figure this out? You know why? Because at one point, guys, I was a benefactor. I went to a company. Guess what, Dante? Guess what, Mr. Brown? The work was already done. These guys were in momentum. And I came there. I did my little thing. It was the momentum that pushed me to where I got to go. Here's the blessing in what I learned and what I knew about that. It taught me I wasn't as good as I may have thought I was. It was the momentum that was already there that helped elevate me and skyrocket me to immediately have exponential growth. Let me tell you why. Because before I got there, these guys had already had stories and momentum, but there was no story created like the one that my wife and I created. But then when I look at it in reverse, they had guys that had been there the entire time They were the ones that went through the formulation and actually built the company. All I did was come jump on the bandwagon and take it to the next level because I was a benefactor. All the hard work was already done. Now, he was the liability in that. He was the downside. I didn't get a chance to make the money they made neither. All the hard work. I was getting all the awards. I was getting all the recognition. And I'm steadily, rocking and rolling. Oh, and I got the top recruiter of the year, build of the year award. And at this time, I think the company may have had 200,000-300,000 people in the company, whatever it was. I got the top builder. I got this. I got that. But guess what, Dante? They had people walking across the stage. They was getting a $5 million check. They was getting a $2 million check, $3 million checks, $800,000 million checks, and I'm getting me an award from things remembered. You know why? Because I was a benefactor. I wasn't there. And here's the thing. I knew about the company when they launched and was doing their thing, but I didn't have the vision to go there at the time. I wasn't a visionary at that point. Dante, if I'll be honest, I was an explorer and I was a benefactor. I wasn't ready for the big boy world of being a visionary. That right there, that just was above my head at the time. I had to mature and go into that arena. Now, you can't show me a company that's already rocking and rolling that'll get my attention. It's got to be something that I can literally help build from the ground up. I'm talking about with all the challenges and everything that come with that. That's what it takes for me to personally take things to the next level, for me to make it happen. And that's why, Dante, man, I will forever salute you, Mr. Brown, many of the leaders that's tuned in. You know why, man? Because y'all visionaries. Man, you guys are literally visionaries. You literally see the vision to where things are going. And man, I can't thank y'all enough. I really can. I really appreciate having the blessing and privilege of being associated with true visionaries. Guys, I say it again before I close on tonight. Those that's coming to Orlando, those that's going to be at our leadership retreat, you have been blessed to be qualified to attend our leadership retreat. All I'm going to say is be ready. Be ready because we want to do something different. There's a lot of different things we're going to show you guys. We're going to share. Guys, your company is going to $50 million this year. It's done. It's a matter of time. I don't care what's happening with the delays. I don't focus on that. One of the things I'm always looking at the goal and the progress because I do understand the business is going to catch up with us. I promise you. I've always lived by that philosophy. I stay steadfast every single day that we wake up to stay focused on where we need to be going, not what we're dealing with, not challenges from the past. Guys, they got visionaries out there, they got explorers, and they got benefactors. You got to understand who you're talking to and when you're talking to them, and that will determine your timing. Because there are some people I had conversations with, and I literally told them, this opportunity is not for you right now. Not that you're a bad person. The reason why I know it's not for you right now, because we got a lane that we got to get in, and it's only a certain type of distributor that can take this ride we're going on now. We'll be better suited for you a year or two from now. That's when it'll be better for you to come on, because your tolerance and your threshold will just be at a different level. And guys, I want you to understand what I'm telling you. That's a mature conversation. You gotta grow into that. You gotta grow into getting to the place where you can have that type of conversation with an individual you're talking to. Because, some of you all, like I said, you're still in the hot pursuit of recruit. I'm not telling you not be in that lane, but you got to be able to identify who you're working with along the way so you don't get burned out and have a lot of challenges as you begin to move forward in your business. So on that note, once again, I want to say to Mr. Dante Godfrey and Mr. Derek Brown, thank you guys for having me on tonight, man, allowing me to share on your platform. As I say, General, you know, visionaries, we got explorers, and we got benefactors. You need to know, because some of y'all, you may be one of those three. And you got to understand who needs to come, when they need to come, and how they need to come. Because watch this. The stage we're in now, when we get to the explorer stage, we're going to see another bump and a hike in distributors and customers. And then, guys, when we get to the benefactor stage, we're going to see another hike in the bump. But those visionaries, they're going to be compensated beyond your wildest dreams, because they're going to be overriding all the action that's coming into the company, because they'll already be established their position and their market shares. Man, thank y'all guys for having me once again, Dante and Derek Brown. And I look forward to the next time I get to share.
Wow. Wow. That was amazing. Thank you for actually coming on and taking the time out your busy schedule to even do so. What I got from it was iron sharpens iron. You know, when you chop it down a tree, right? Guess what? The more you chop down that tree, the iron gets dull, right? That's because it's not messing with like-minded people. Mm-hmm. So when people start chopping down that tree and they mess with people that's not like-minded, guess what's going to happen? They get burnt down and quick. So that's what I picked up from it. So that was very, 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 very powerful. I definitely want to thank you. I'm actually getting people right now in the group saying you dropping gems and nuggets, and they wanted to ask what's the name of the book that you was talking about? One of the books. I'll get that over to you guys, so don't worry about it. But they definitely are engaging right now and blowing up the chat. So definitely want to thank you for coming on. And Mr. Brown, do you have anything to add to that?
Hey, I am just basking in the light. Once again, our Director of Training and Field Development has taken my mindset to another level, giving me some more things to meditate on and even see where I need to improve my conversation and my presentation to the prospects that I talk to. So always just a tremendous benefit whenever you open your mouth, Mr. Crump. Thank you so much, sir.
No, thank you guys, man. I look forward to spending time with you guys this weekend, man. Glad you're coming. I look forward to the fellowship, and I can't wait to see some of y'all guys falling at the skating ring on Friday, man.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that customer challenge too. We talked about offline.
Hey, man, I think I would like to go for it. I just gotta let's figure out how we can track it, and let's let the company show it live and direct, man.
Let's do it.
I think I'm gonna get in that lane and just see, you know, what I'm made of, man.
I'll referee that one.
Hey, this is a different gym. Hey, look, you going to the wrong gym over here. This is the MMA gym. You don't want to go.
Nah, man. Like I said, man. Look, you love that computer, man. You're scared of the jungle. You don't want to get in the octagon, man. Look, Derek, you know he don't do no fighting. He a manager. He do the negotiating.
Uh-oh. You said you don't want to get in the
thank you, Steve, guys. We have fun. We definitely have fun here in the Inspire Network. I definitely want to remind you, if you guys are on the calls on Mondays, we actually have 4 different things. So you got to understand that Inspire Network, please join the calls on Monday at 9 o'clock. If you know somebody that's in Inspire Network or somebody that brought you to this platform, definitely ask them for the call, the phone number, as well as on Wednesdays as well at 9 o'clock with the same phone number. For the Hoffa Network and the League of Legends, we definitely have a focus group, a digital focus group where you can watch on this same Hangout link right here, where we do the demonstrations talking about the actual Now We Know campaign, and you can actually see the wet and dry test and various other things that we share as far as testimonials with women, giving their testimonies and telling about their experience with the Cherish line of product, and as well as people that they've shared the campaign with as well. That is held on Sundays at 9 o'clock, and also we hold those on Thursday at 9 o'clock as well. So make sure that you check those out. Keep these links. What I suggest that you do is go to the top, click on the bookmark button, and then bookmark this link so that way you can actually know where this link is, because you don't want to lose this link. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this. Like he said before, like some people will get it, some people won't. You know, we're gonna keep it moving and we gonna keep it grooving, right? So definitely want to thank everybody that came out. And if you wanted to try the Cherish products, or you simply want to become a distributor, right? we have buttons right below where you can, it says try the product out or join the Now We Know campaign, and become become a representative with us and share the Now We Know campaign as well. So you have those options right now to do so. You have those options to do so at any time. So definitely want to thank everybody for coming out, and we'll see you guys. What's the day? Today's month. We'll see you guys Thursday. All right. Take it easy.
Okay, Coach. All right, man.